that just came out. Well, also that, and that I just saw right now, and I gotta tell you, it was brilliant. Oh my god! For the people who have not watched this, maybe some spoilers, maybe not a whole lot. All I gotta say is that it was awesome, and all I gotta say is the end credits, like the end part, follow listing of who was it and the producers and all that. The animation was actually pretty good at the end. Like it shows like almost all the monsters that came out. And if you guys already saw the commercials, you guys already know who came out, like the Abominable Snowman from Pasadena. Let's see, we got the Abominable Snowman, the werewolf, the gnomes, the poodle, Fifi the poodle. And we also have my personal favorite, or probably anyone's personal favorite from the Goosebumps series, Slappy. Oh my gosh. First off, I gotta say is, Slappy was awesome, but he was not the first one to be pulled out of the books. No. The very first person, however, or monster in this case, was actually the Abominable Snowman from Pasadena from the book. That one actually came alive first, and then it was Slappy. And how it was reinforced into the movie, it was actually pretty good. It had a good, I'm not sure what to say, but all I know is that the thing was awesome. The first, I'm rambling on so much. No, stay on track, Dragon. The first monster was the Abominable Snowman, and he had to fight, I don't say fight him, but at one point he got loose. Of course, he got loose, and then he went to the ice, window, into the ice rink, as you saw, like the commercials. And then the Abominable Snowman was about to get the kids, and then, until Jack Black, as known as in the movie, R.L. Stine, he plays the role as the author, saves them at the last minute, as he's about to, like, get eaten, I guess, if you want to call it eaten. And then the second one is Slappy. I love how it's introduced in the movie. Like, let's pretend, it's a book I'm currently reading, but let's pretend this is a book. It was on the floor and it was open. He's like, oh no. Like, he already knows Slappy is big trouble. And do that. And right there and then, there's like thunder, and then you see Slappy right there in the middle of like the room, like on a chair or something, like a rocking chair. At least I think it was a rocking chair. I don't remember, either a table or a rocking chair. But either way, he was there. And I tell you, the animation on him was awesome. He was an actual wooden puppet. It was actually pretty good. And I love how Slappy was. Like, his personality was like his normal self in any Goosebumps book. He was like full of jokes, like I'm gonna be the one pulling the strings here, stuff like that. It was actually pretty awesome. And Slappy actually wanted to have all the monsters come out as well. So I'm not sure how or why. No, not why, but how. He disappeared and somehow took all the books with him. How does one puppet carry so many books? It was gonna do like this. It was gonna do like this, like. But it happened like in a flash, like literally. Thunder. He went. I gotta stop doing that. The thunder. Then he went, and then all the books were gone. I don't know how to explain that, but it was still pretty good. And then he opened the book of the haunted car. He went to the car, and then he's opening the books along the way, throwing them to different positions, and also light them on fire, so he wouldn't be able to, so they wouldn't be able to, like, put them back into a story. So the rest of the movie just explains that it's a lot. This explains that Jack Black is supposed to be playing the role as R.L. Stine, and he said as a kid he was kind of so unsociable, and not unsociable, but he isolated himself. He also had outside allergies, so he made up his own little friends, but they were monsters. And let me tell you, I actually loved it. And then one little part that I kind of liked from the movie was was at one point where Slappy was like, it was like in the middle, where Slappy was like in the police station, and the two police, like one was a male, one was a female, and they were both going on like saying it's a ventriloquist, and right there they said dummy, and as we know, Slappy doesn't like being called a dummy. Who are you calling dummy? Dummy? And when they said shut your, like, they don't want him to speak, like, stop speaking. And then right there and then, like, let's pretend this is Slappy's mouth, and he just shut it, But he said, "Do what you can, it won't stop me," saying he could still speak, but without like moving his actual mouth. In fact, I don't know why, but I just lost it there. Both me and my mom. It was actually a very funny thing because he doesn't need a ventriloquist moving like the actual person, so he's just alive. He can naturally do it. I don't know. It was so funny. All I gotta say is the rest of the movie contains just the parts about how R.L. Stine, even though the books are being themselves to every individual character from the series of the books, are being burned down, so he has to create a whole new book containing all the monsters to put them in and to open it. That's basically what the whole movie is all about. And at one point, even after all that is gone, when in the movie, when R.L. Stine over here, or Jack Black, is writing the thing, Slappy is like, forgot somebody? And you see him, it's like, Slappy. And then light comes from the room, and he's standing right here. He's like, what are you doing, Slappy? And then like, all of a sudden, he has a typewriter, right? You know, a typewriter has this weird closed thing. And then Slappy just like, straight out like, kicks the thing closed, crushes his fingers so he won't be able to type. If you ask me, that was actually very, very cruel. Could have done in a less better manner, but of course it kind of has to be because it's his own fingers, and he won't be able to type with his old typewriter, with his things. But it was still pretty cool. And then I'm so hot in my room, the fan's not on. And at various points, you guys can already guess from me, I'm a lover of all the Goosebumps books. If you guys had a child, you guys probably loved them. And really, I just gotta say that the movie was awesome. I was fangirling. Well, not fangirling. I was more nerding out than usual. I was nerding out. But at the very end, turns out, well, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil it there. No more spoilers. You know what? That's it. But all I gotta say is, beautifully animated. Slappy was awesome, and the monsters were, every one of them, and Slappy, were beautifully animated. Everybody got the jokes. It was awesome. And all I gotta say is, I get a 10/10. I give it 10 out of 10 stars. Anyways, this is RandomDragon.EXE signing off. Hey.